I'm super pumped to have you because I just feel like we connected
Immediately.
immediately. And it's funny because my mom's actually watching my baby today,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "Who are you going to interview?" And I was like, "Oh my God, Maxey!" Because the reason I feel like we even started a conversation is we got in the elevator to go to this like very nice,
Yeah, that was a really cool event.
nicer than I thought it was going to be,
Yeah.
coterie / like Carly Kloss situation event.
Mhm.
And as we get in the elevator, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Cameron." And you were like, "Hi, I'm Maxey." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's what we call
like,
my
"Hello,
mom."
Maxey.
That's like weirdly her grandma name.
Yeah.
And then
Which is so cute, by the way.
so cute. It's
like,
random. It's because my grandfather used to call her Maxey Bond, who's a old Eagles player. He actually just passed away.
oh,
So I don't know why he called her that her
Yeah.
entire life. I think he was a linebacker. Like,
uh-huh.
don't know.
Uh-huh.
But then when we were deciding their grandparent name, she's like, "Ever since my dad died, I haven't been called Maxey in so
What's her
long."
actual name?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Like nothing to do with Maxey.
I love
But
it.
now she's like known as Maxey within our family again, and she loves it.
It's a great name.
And my son, my kids love her. My son gets so excited today. He waited on the front steps.
And he
for
says like,
50
Maxey.
Maxey,
Oh my God,
Maxey's
that's
here,
so
Maxey's here. But I feel like we just connected right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then when we walked into the event, we saw our cover girl, Hunter,
Yes.
who we both knew. So it was
Yes.
perfect. And
Yeah.
then we just spent the night hanging out.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was
And
such a fun
such
event.
a nice event. And you're so right. Like immediately I was like, do we know each other?
Right.
Like, it felt very like
we've connected somehow.
Yeah.
We share friends.
Yeah.
Which
makes sense.
Yes, makes sense. So what I really want to talk to you about, which we've messaged about, is like
Mhm.
something I love on your account is easy styling tips.
Yeah.
And I think, well, do you feel that you specifically share them more for a plus size community? Because I feel they're applicable to everyone.
Yes. So I am plus size, obviously. So it makes sense for me to be able to talk to that girl
Right.
because I can relate to her the most. But in my opinion, I think it just makes me a little bit more relatable to
Mhm.
the like bigger variety of women. So not necessarily just plus women, just anyone who needs help.
Yeah, because I find them very helpful. Like
Okay.
specifically, I was looking at some of your packing tips. I was like, okay, this is very helpful.
Yeah.
But what I really want to talk about is finding our style, but more specifically finding our style postpartum.
Yeah.
Because how old is your son?
3.5.
Okay, so similar-ish timing to my son.
Yeah.
And I still, again, I'm kind of second round postpartum, but
Mhm.
I have such a hard time figuring out what to wear.
Yeah. Well, the thing is also it's like you're dressing for a different part of your life now.
Totally.
And like for us, we left the city.
Yes.
So not only are you leaving like city fashion, but now you are dressing to run after a crazy monster all day.
Right.
It's like a totally different type of dressing.
There's
Mhm.
this girl or woman, she's older, who I just found on social media through you, I think. Hold on, I'm going to get her name.
Who was it?
Because you were like doing a look that was
Okay.
inspired by her.
It's Larissa Mills for sure.
She's older, so fucking chic.
Yeah, definitely her.
And I texted, I'm looking, sorry.
She's so cool.
Yeah, yes,
Mhm.
Larissa Mills. I'll link her in the show notes.
Yeah.
But basically, I was texting with my stylist because we're planning outfits for LA.
Mhm.
And I sent her
Everything she wears.
this woman's
Please.
page. And I was
know,
like,
she's so cool.
this is what I want to look like.
I know.
But that would require me to be able to wear heels.
Yeah.
And
Well, it was funny when I
care
did the
about what I
video,
look like.
I like made a little snippet like, well, she does have kids. Like she is a mom.
But they're older.
But they're old. She has like teenagers, which is so different because like you're not running.
So different.
Yeah.
And so that's where I think I get confused because for me, I'll consume social media and I'm like, oh my God, that person looks so cute in that outfit. And then I remember that either they live in New York and they're going to these nice sceney restaurants or they don't have children or whatever. And then I want to wear a certain outfit like they're wearing. And then I go to get dressed and I remember that I'm going to do school drop off
Yeah.
or I'm going to weekend soccer class with our toddler or a doctor's appointment. And that's not necessarily the same vibe as going out to a sceney restaurant. So I'm having a hard time, and I would love to pick your brain on how you navigated this period and your advice for other women in similar life stages.
So I think the biggest thing with getting dressed in this phase of our lives is like really elevating the everyday.
Okay.
Because like we need to be comfortable, we need to be functional. I don't go home and change. Like once I'm out for the day,
Yep.
I'm out. I'm usually doing like a lot of different combinations of things, going to the grocery store, hopping on a Zoom call, like where I need to look like a different person, but like mixed
Yes.
into one. So that makes it really challenging. So I think the big thing is like finding inspiration from someone like Larissa Mills, she's aspirational, absolutely, but like you can pull things from that and make it make sense for your
Okay.
everyday. Like a big thing with me is comfort over everything.
I'm like,
I know
hello, I'm
you
in New
are.
Balance
Yeah.
sneakers. I'm always comfort. I
Comfort.
will lean towards a sweatsuit 9 out of 10 times.
Exactly. And like finding a way to create a look that is always coming back to comfort. Like if you're wearing a really cute dress, but pairing it with sneakers,
Mhm.
or like finding something and not just comfort in the way like being in a comfortable shoe, but being comfortable in you
Yes.
when you've chosen that outfit. That's like the biggest thing for this era.
The other thing with comfort, I think this ties into like comfort/confidence, is, for instance, a blazer.
Yeah.
I think people look so good in blazers.
Did you see my blazer today?
Yeah, of course. I think people look so good in blazers.
Yeah.
I throw one on and I'm like, who am I trying to be?
Okay. Blazers are
Why?
huge.
But I literally feel like a
No,
child
I know exactly
trying to
why.
impersonate a professor.
I just posted a video. I don't know if you saw it.
I
It's
didn't.
called Blazers 101.
Okay.
And that was I was literally talking to someone who feels like
No, it's so,
a little kid in their
yes.
dad's jacket. Because I totally get it. But at the end of the day, like, and I know you might get annoyed for me saying this because it's just another thing we have to do, but like tailoring is so important. And like,
but it's not even the size. I
Yeah.
cannot explain
you
it.
just don't feel right. Well, I think you specifically have a
Mhm.
very casual, like
Completely.
cool girl thing.
Well, thank
And
you.
like, you're welcome. And like pulling in a blazer, like you would have to wear it with like a white t-shirt and bike shorts.
Yes.
Like so
But if
casual.
I think that would look so cute. But then if I put it
So
on,
cute.
I'd be like, who do I
It's
think
all
I
in your
am?
head.
No, it's all in my head.
Everything is all in our head. Let's be real. Like
Yeah.
every issue we have is our head, not us or how we
Yes.
actually look.
And then I will say, like, I just wore a pantsuit to something that was more
Oh,
formal.
I saw it in Washington,
Yes.
D.C.
And that I was like,
You
I'm
look
a
so cool.
boss bitch and I love this. But I don't know. It's
Because it was mental, because you were
Yes.
literally in Washington,
I know.
D.C., not taking your kid to daycare.
literally that's the issue.
I know.
Okay, so how do you shop? Like, what is going through your brain?
Oh,
Because I'm
gosh.
very curious how people shop. Because some people, myself, will see there's a sale on
Oh,
Shop
yeah.
Up or Abercrombie and
Yeah.
Fitch.
I'm
And then I
so
just
girl.
start buying things. And then stuff comes and then I have it in my closet and then I'm like, when am I ever wearing this? So I'm trying to be more
Yeah.
conscious of, I almost like have a note on my phone of things that I realize I want when I'm
I do
trying
that
to
too.
get dressed.
Mhm. Oh, mhm.
And then when I see a sale or when I'm looking for that specific thing.
So a big thing about my platform is like, yes, I want to help women shop and buy things that they love, but like being a conscious shopper and just being more responsible with your wardrobe is also a big part of
Okay.
my motive. I want women to like, if they're buying, they have to buy something that they know that they're going to wear. Like you have
Yep.
to buy something. And if you can't make 3 outfits in your head immediately with pieces you already own, you should not buy that
Okay, that's a really good tip.
because you won't wear it. It will sit in your closet and you'll be like, oh, I should wear it to this, but you'll never actually wear it.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
So shopping is, I'm like obviously an addict, and online shopping has made it so horrible. I mean, horrible, but
Amazing.
But I do the same thing. I have a list in my phone where I have a list of things. I have to think about wanting to wear something like at least 3 times
Yep.
before I actually buy it.
Mhm.
And I'm the same. I love a sale.
Love a sale. Love a sale. Girl math.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made money.
100%. But the worst with online shopping, and as being a plus size woman, that's the
Mhm.
only kind of shopping I can do.
Because most companies are not selling their plus sizes in stores.
Yeah. The majority of stores don't carry plus in general, but if they do carry plus, it's usually only online, which is a
Which seems
whole other conversation.
Even more twisted because
We
for
won't try it
me,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know as a like straight sized person, I'm pretty much always the same size.
Mhm.
And I feel like I fit the standard dimensions of
Yeah.
a sizing.
Yeah.
But I feel when you enter plus size territory, different brands are fitting differently. Like I feel like that's probably the most time that you would want to try on.
Yeah.
You would
Makes no sense.
think.
It makes no sense.
Okay.
Like someone like Old Navy did it so right. They were like, we're gonna make every single piece in every single size and put it in every single store.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Like I love Old
Why
Navy.
do you say it was amazing?
They took it back. They were like, just kidding. We're gonna take it back. I know. I mean, everyone always says it's not doing well. And I understand fashion is a business, but I just don't get it. Like the majority of American women wear
Mhm.
above a size 14.
Yep.
So
So
are they just not wearing clothes? Are they just running around naked? Like,
right.
they have clothes.
I feel we would know if that was the answer.
I feel we would know. So it doesn't make sense. Like I wish I could like really understand
Okay.
the whole business side, but
Have you ever talked with Remy Bader about this?
no, I
Okay,
haven't.
you should.
But I would.
Because I feel she's like kind of in those
Yeah,
rooms sometimes.
She definitely gets it and she hears it. But I mean, so I used to work in a fashion, it was like a subscription service,
Okay.
all plus size. And the conversation used to always be around like the psychological aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a plus size woman is afraid to spend money on clothes because in her brain, she's not going to look like this next year.
Got it.
Because she's always constantly trying to change her body.
Mm-hmm. I never thought about that.
And there's so much more psychological things. She doesn't feel like she can spend money on herself because she doesn't deserve it. Like there's
Mhm.
so much to it. But I personally, like what I see, I guess we live in like a New York City area. Like
Yeah.
on my social media, I'm surrounded by women who are just like want to shop. So I don't know. It just feels very confusing.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
So you do majority of your shopping online, back to
Yeah.
this point, sorry.
Mhm.
But you have the list on
Do
your
have a
phone of
list.
items that you want. And then are you specific? Like for me, I find that I'll have this list and then I'll order stuff.
Mhm.
And what I'm really trying to do right now, it's kind of how you said you have to be able to imagine wearing 3 outfits at least with this piece. For instance, I just got an order in from Abercrombie last night and I was on the phone FaceTiming with my mom and I was trying it on while we were talking because as one does.
Yeah.
And I like threw on this really cute green knit kind of sweater tank top. And this is where I see something on someone else and I think it's adorable and I love it and I want to love it. But then I
Yeah.
put it on my body and I'm like, I hate the neckline. I hate that it shows this area. I just don't like that cut on me.
Mhm.
But I try to convince myself to keep it
Mm.
because I like the way it looks on other people. So I'm like, no, maybe you'll wear it. Maybe you'll do this. And what I'm trying to do right now is if I don't put that on and I'm not obsessed with it,
Yeah.
it's getting returned.
No, that's how
I
it has
do
to
not
be.
need it because I know that piece will be something that sits in my closet
Mhm.
for 2 years. And then when I do my monthly purge, because I'm a huge purger,
Me too.
I will be like, nah, I don't like this. And I will have never worn it.
Yeah.
So you have to love
That's the
it.
exact thing. You have to put something on and be like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the best thing I've ever seen on my body.
Yeah.
Because you will never wear it. Like, and you have to be honest with yourself. Like, sure, you might love it and like it's beautiful and it looks good on other people, but you will never wear it. And in 2 years, you'll think the same thing. I love the way this shirt looks on. So then give it to that person.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, you just can't hold on to it. And it's just going to eat at you too. Like, it's not going to make you feel good.
It takes up physical space.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on if you love something, getting it multiple colors? 'Cause
Oh,
that's
100%.
my life.
I love something in one color, get it in the same color because I'm gross and I have a toddler. I have like 3 of the same pants. Like I love them. I'm all for it. And I've also been wearing those pants now for like 10 years.
Right. Like I love these pants because they're so comfortable. Shout out Everlane. I just did a partnership with them.
Mhm.
They're so comfortable, but they look put together.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm in sweats, but I also feel elevated.
Yeah.
That's my ideal.
Mhm.
And I'm mad that they don't have other colors that I think
Is this
I
the only
would
color
wear.
you wanted?
They have a black, but I was just told I did a color analysis and
Mhm.
black is actually not in my.
Do you believe that?
So here are my thoughts.
Okay.
It's very interesting because I have sat in this seat so many freaking times.
Mhm.
And for like to break the fourth wall, there's a screen that shows our video recording as we're
I'm
talking.
like really trying not to look at it.
Oh, don't ever look. I never look. And every time I sat down for an interview before, I would look to like check the camera. And I'm like, why are my eyes so red and watery? Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. And it was when I was in black. And then even when I wasn't wearing black, this is like the only time I'll put on makeup and I would have mascara on. And I remember texting my sister or someone being like, I think I'm like allergic to mascara. I don't know what's happening. My eyes look so red and watery.
Hmm.
And when she told me I can't wear black, I realized that 2 weeks ago I switched to brown mascara and I have not once felt that my eyes look that way.
Really?
So I actually think it's true.
Wow. Okay. I've been wanting to do it.
You should do it.
I
I'll send you
should.
the girl. So I'm not getting rid of my black stuff, but I'm trying not to buy black stuff.
And you know not to wear it on camera.
And now I definitely know not to wear it on camera.
Yeah.
But for instance, these pants, like these shoes I have in 3 colors. I just got this cardigan in a different color because I love it. I just got this shirt in 3 other colors. Like if something fits me and I find myself grabbing it constantly, I'm always looking for what other colors I can do it. And I don't know if that's really like capsule or not, but the concept of like, I'm jealous. This is how my husband shops. And I'm always jealous when we're packing for trips because he packs in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I have these pair of pants and these 3 colors and this shirt in these 5 colors and I'll mix and match and we're done.
You saw my packing video.
Yes. So that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Please explain it to the listeners.
So it's really all about, it is kind of, if you look at it, it's like a vacation capsule, right?
Mhm.
Like everything you pack has to work with everything else you pack.
Yeah.
And I think like, sure, I could pack. Actually, I do this. I have the same linen shorts. I absolutely love them. And I have them in 4 colors. But I
Okay.
actually usually only pack 2, black and linen.
Where are these
And
from? Just so
Abercrombie,
of course.
of course. And I absolutely love them, but they're like the old style. Like I don't know
Okay.
why, but they change their style every
This
year.
happened to a different pan of
It's
mine from
really
Abercrombie.
depressing.
Yep.
It's really depressing. And they do like the smallest changes, but they're never like as good as the
Mhm.
original pair. So I have this pair from 2 years ago or maybe longer. Anyways, they are what I always pack on vacation, like linen shorts. Of course, you're coming on vacation with me. And they're easy. They're black and then like a linen, natural linen. And I have to make sure that every shirt that I pack works for them,
Okay.
with them. Also, every bathing suit works with them because they can be like a cover up.
Yeah.
So I really go into it, like obviously depending on the length of your vacation, but the example I shared was a 3-piece capsule because you're bringing 3 shirts, your 3 shorts, and 3 dresses and 3 accessory types.
Mm-hmm. What's an
Do that.
accessory type? Like a
Like
cardigan?
a hat, like I
Okay.
bought a baseball hat, sunglasses. Actually, that doesn't count because I wear sunglasses every day, but I think,
Something like that.
Yeah, like and I like a hair, like
Okay.
a pretty hair thing. But any sort of accessory that can change a look. Because like if you put a baseball hat on and then like a headband on, completely different outfit.
Yes.
And all of them have to work together.
That's interesting because recently, what I realize I do is sometimes when I pack, I'll just pick like my favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll get to the place and I'm like, I don't have an outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I picked my favorite jean shorts and a favorite top, but they actually don't work together.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, oh, this is my favorite. Do you know what I mean?
That's so weird to me.
No.
So you would just be like, I love these shorts packed.
Yep.
I love this shirt packed. Like you didn't think about
No,
putting them together.
never.
That's so weird.
I just started thinking about outfits.
Yeah.
So I literally,
This is like a new thing for you.
I'm
really
growing
excited
up.
about.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
But I think also I should note a lot of this is because when I'm packing, typically I'm going to my parents' house if we go to the beach.
Okay.
And
Do
so
you have clothing at your parents' house?
I used to, when I was younger, I would bring, like we used to go every single weekend when I worked in the corporate America world.
Mm-hmm.
We would go every weekend from the city. So I would go the first weekend, Memorial Day, and bring my entire summer wardrobe because during the week I was only wearing my work dresses and blazers and like suits because I worked very corporate America. So I didn't need anything otherwise. But now my life, I can't leave stuff there because I don't go every weekend and I need that stuff for my regular life. It's the same outfits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll find myself every weekend just like throwing stuff in and then I get there and I open it and I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to wear? So lately I've been trying to pack outfits and we went on a trip, my husband and I, to the Cayman Islands and I was dead set on like, I'm packing looks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting them together and I'm packing looks.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's important if you're doing that, what I didn't do and what I will do next time is within those looks being able to mix and match to make different looks.
Yes.
Because I don't think I did
Because
that.
then you're just overpacking if they don't work together.
Right.
Yeah. So the whole idea of like a look, to me, if you really think about it, right? Like a dress is a look.
Totally.
It's just a dress. it's hard to re-wear a dress multiple times on a vacation. Like,
Right.
because if you're wearing, for me it is, because I'm like, I already got a photo in that dress. Like, let's be real, a lot of us are thinking the same thing, right? So I already got my picture in that dress. I can't wear it again. So that is like a whole look, but shorts and a shirt is like a different game, right?
Yep.
That's a real outfit. That's like
Yeah.
creating, even when I was getting dressed today, I was like, I could wear a dress, which is easy. Like, that is an outfit. But when you're putting, like, today I wore shorts, a shirt, and a blazer. That's 3 different pieces together to like make an outfit. And that's what's instantly going to elevate you, because like you are putting pieces together. This is girl math. Like, this
Yes.
is, you are calculating 3 different things that happen to look great together with a shoe. Like, and the better it looks once it's all done, like, that's when you're like, oh, that girl has style.
Okay, my friend told me, and I'm curious if you do this, that she peruses Pinterest.
Oh, I live on Pinterest.
Okay, this is so interesting to me.
Do not.
No.
Okay.
I just made an account.
Oh, gosh.
I will never forget, I interviewed these 2 girls who have a podcast, a part of my network, What We Said, JC and Chelsea. And I was like, okay, rank your favorite social media platforms. And I think it was JC. She was like, well, Pinterest is first. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I have learned lately that people love Pinterest for inspiration. And all of my friends are like, it's not this like competitive comparison thing in my brain. It's just enjoyable. It's serotonin. So I tried to make an account and it's Emily DiNato, who you know also.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this where I'm trying to pull inspiration for outfits from Pinterest. But for people like me who are newbies, like, how do you actually begin this process?
Okay. Well, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
It's amazing here. It's so great. I love Pinterest. If you're not on Pinterest, like, please, it is the ultimate inspiration. Like, everything.
Yeah.
House, recipes, like, it's what we want Instagram to be.
Okay.
So my best tip for someone like you who's like really trying to figure out their style and like wanting to get dressed easier, wanting to get dressed easier. My number 1 tip is, let's say you have these linen or natural, what are we calling them?
I don't even know what they are. I think they're cotton or something. They're trousers. They're a little wrinkled because I washed them, because I stained them, of course, but whatever.
Those are like so inevitable. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I would type, okay, let's say gray cardigan, because it's easier to just say.
Great.
I would type in gray cardigan outfits.
Okay.
And then you are going to get a huge like library of beautiful images of girls wearing gray cardigans in all different kinds of ways.
Okay.
And you are just going to look through it and be like literally in the morning when I get dressed, like I'm like, I want to wear jean shorts today, jean short outfit. And those are just hundreds of outfits of ideas I can wear.
And then you're clicking on one and it's serving you similar ones? Is that how the algorithm works?
On one, you're like, oh, I really like this girl. Let me click on it. Then, yes, as you like pull up, it'll then show you more of that variety. So like same but different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm going to start doing this.
Yeah, you need to. It's literally how I get dressed every day.
Well, I'm like so annoying. I'll text my stylist like last minute. Mackie, who everyone knows from the content I've done with her, if you're listening, like, you know how much I love her. She's the shit. And she's helped me with all of my shoots. She helped me do like a refresh of my closet.
Yeah.
She's just changed my life. And I love how she puts me in these outfits specifically for shoots and stuff that like I would never choose. So she elevates it, but I'm still comfortable in it. If that makes sense. It still feels me. And I'll be like sending her these chaotic videos. I'm like, I don't know what to wear this with. Well, I look like an idiot. Like, oh, she's like, okay, take a breath. I know what's in your closet. Let's just redirect. But I think Pinterest could really help me there.
Yeah, it's going to really help. And you're going to have fun.
Okay, great.
Because it really is just like pretty things. Like,
that's what everyone says.
Pictures.
They're like, it's just enjoyable.
Yeah.
I want to chat about, yes, obviously getting dressed in postpartum is a big thing. But as a plus size model creator, you have been open. I was listening to you on like 2 other episodes about how you've always had a positive relationship with, well, am I putting words in your mouth?
Well, what are the words?
I feel like I heard you say you've always like had a positive relationship with your body.
Yeah.
And that you want to instill that in other people.
Definitely.
Correct? Okay. Walk us back to when you were like younger, figuring out your style for the first time. Like
figuring out my style for the first
I guess, how old do you remember doing this?
Yes.
Like caring about it?
Yeah, I do. In high school, I wanted to be like everyone else.
Okay.
I was in my North Face fleece and my like Hollister mini skirt.
Of
I was
course.
plus size, or I was bigger than my friends, but I still was like, I need to look like everybody else.
Yeah, duh.
Which in my mind is the beginning of fashion, because
Mm-hmm.
fashion is, I mean, obviously there's style and individual style, but a lot of fashion is people wearing what's on trend.
Yeah.
I think in college, I started really finding more of myself and like how I think like there were a few factors here. So I started dating a guy who he was like such a hipster and just like really had his own style,
Mm-hmm.
like prior to that it was like all about like football players and like the preppy boys.
Yep.
And then I started
The
dating
popped
this.
collars.
Yeah,
Oh God.
exactly. And I
Yeah.
started dating a guy who wore skinny jeans, and at the time like no one was wearing
Mm-hmm.
skinny jeans. And it was like I, I kind of just loved how he was totally himself, and I
Mm-hmm.
really was inspired by it. And it kind of got me into maybe wanting to dress a little different. Like he was really into thrift shop. I think it's so fun. I've never thought about this, but like I really think he did inspire a lot.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He would love to hear that. But he would really into thrift shopping, and we would go to like our weekends were at thrift store. Like I was like in my like hipster college like
Where'd you go to
coffee shop
college?
era. Fairleigh Dickinson
Okay.
in New Jersey.
Yep.
And I just started like getting a little bit more creative. Like I started making my own. Like I would buy a skirt that was too big for me, but then I would make it work for me. I got a sewing machine.
Look at you.
I know.
This is not what I was doing in college.
No, I was like, college was funny for me. Like I wasn't like going out and getting drunk. Like I actually did that in high school.
Yeah.
And in college, I was like, I'm going to go listen to poetry at a.
Oh my gosh.
shop.
Look
I
at
know.
you. You're so.
I was like,
that is hipster.
I was such a hipster. I was like trying to be. Like
Okay.
I had a hipster boyfriend. Like I wasn't. Like I was like pretending to like these things. But so that was me. And then I also really got into Tumblr at that time. Were you
Yeah.
a Tumblr
Never,
girl?
but I know. Yeah.
That was like the start of social media for me. So I had like a Tumblr page, and I would share like my outfits there, and I had these like big hipster glasses, and I'd be like in grandpa sweaters and like kind of in the like twee era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's like when I was really finding myself. But at the time still, I was always plus size. I've always
Mhm.
worn outside of a standard range. So having to like find fashion that works for me has always been more of a challenge. Like I've always had a little bit of a hurdle because it
Mhm.
was never so easy for me to just go into an Aritzia. and
Exactly
buy-
what we were saying.
Exactly. So it's always been a little bit of a challenge, but I think that's like why I love fashion so much, and like why I loved it, especially in that era, because I really was like creating things. And
Mhm.
sometimes I think like I should go back to that version of me, because she was so much more like adventurous with fashion. Like now, like even though buying plus size is still hard, like it's not as hard as it was. Like these are from Levi's. This is from, I don't even know where this is from. This is Anthropology. Like,
Mhm.
I'm shopping at mainstream
Yeah.
places. Yeah. So
But
I
you
think-
wish some parts you could go back to almost
Yeah,
like the
like-
thrifting, creating.
yeah. I
Interesting.
really have been thinking about, I mean, I can't imagine adding more to my plate right now.
I was
but
just gonna ask that.
I want to like get a sewing machine again, like
Mhm.
and start doing at least like thrift flips. Those are so fun.
Okay, let me just say,
Mhm.
because you said sewing machine, I have never been someone who's great at thrifting or thrift flip, like none of that. I'm
Yeah.
fascinated by that side of social media.
Me too.
I will consume a lot of it because it's so far removed from my reality that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is so interesting. It's like this woman I follow who like jars everything and cans all of the food like from her farm. Like she could live on her farm for years, because I'm like, that's not my life and I want to know everything about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I do that. I have recently got into cross stitching.
Oh my God, I saw this. Yes.
Addicted. Addicted.
Really?
No,
It's
no, no,
so
no. It's
fun.
changed my life.
So what do you
Like I
do
don't
with
mean
them?
to be so ridiculous, but this is like so classic me ADHD hobby. But I really need something. My hands are so active.
Yeah.
Like if we're out to dinner or something, I'm playing with a paper straw underneath the table. Like I have such busy hands and a really busy brain. And so for me, whenever I have time for myself, I'm working on this. if I'm alone and it's silent, I'm seeking stimulation, which is not good for someone who's chronically overstimulated.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's in my little screen.
Mhm.
And sometimes I have my little screen, my medium screen with my laptop, and my big screen with the TV. Like, it's so fucked.
Mhm.
And cross stitching has been something that has no screens involved, that keeps my hands busy and it calms my mind. And if I'm listening to an audiobook, I'll do it while I'm doing that. So like I'm
Like,
able
keeps
to actually
focused.
listen,
Mhm.
because sometimes if I'm listening to an audiobook, I'll then start scrolling.
Yeah, I'm the same.
It's bad.
Mhm.
But I say all this because when you said sewing machine, like having a craft of some sort, for me especially, that's not related to work,
Mhm.
it's just for fun.
Mhm.
And like, sure, there is a finished product. People are asking what I'm going to do with it. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I've messed up almost all of them and I don't care, because like the goal is just the process.
Sure, it's fun.
But I think you should do it.
Yeah.
Not cross stitching, sure, but getting a sewing machine.
I know. I feel like I need something similar. Like, I don't have much outside of work. Like,
Mhm.
I don't have hobbies. Like when people are like, "Oh, what do you do for fun?" I'm like,
I work.
Watch
Well, I
TV.
mean, the episode we just talked about with Eve. It's
Yeah.
like, as a society, we're told we can always be a parent. We can only be a parent, a partner, or a
exactly.
professional.
Mhm.
And finding that time for ourselves that's creative and fun and
Yeah.
has nothing to do with those three things
Exactly.
is so important.
Mhm.
How do you feel being a public facing figure in today's world? Like, I'm curious your thoughts as a plus size person, because I feel we were in this momentum of like very body acceptance, body positivity, all bodies are beautiful. And I do kind of think we've taken a step back.
Yeah.
Maybe it's tied into Ozempic. Like, I don't know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, fashion and trends and culture is cyclical. Like
Mhm.
we're always going through things. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me that there's a shift. I don't think it's like a complete like what we were in the
Agreed.
90s.
No,
Like,
I don't think we can ever go back.
I don't
there.
think we can either.
It's crazy.
There is a definite shift though. I think also like what I was saying, I see it in the most ways, like brands are pulling back on creating
Yeah.
plus size because it's not like the hip cool
Mhm.
thing to do now. And it's definitely challenging, but it also like kind of lights a fire under my ass. I'm like,
Yeah.
keep going. Like just because like the trend is different doesn't mean anyone's bodies are really changing. Sure, there's like Ozempic and there are big
Mhm.
changes. But at the end of the day, it's not even our physical body. Like
Right.
it's not a physical body that what I'm trying to do is like focused on. Like really, it's all your head. Like it's
Mhm.
all mental. It's all your confidence. It's all comes back to it because even if you do lose like 100 pounds on Ozempic, that's amazing. Like if you feel great, I am so happy for you. Like all for body autonomy. Do what you want,
Mhm.
what makes you feel good. But if you're not doing like the inner healing,
Right.
you're never going to actually be happy. Like
Mm.
if you're not happy and loving the person you are now, when you change your body, that's not going to change anything because at the end of the day, like the one thing we do as humans is constantly change. Like
Mhm.
you are going to look different in 5 years.
Absolutely.
You are going to look very different in 15 years. So if you don't love who you are, because it changes who you are, but it doesn't change as much as your physical appearance.
Mhm.
You have to like love that version of you always first in order to love the outside.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
With what we're seeing in social media, what trends fashion-wise are you loving, and what can you just like not get behind?
I love 90s. Like I love the
Mhm.
like girly slip dresses of the 90s and like I just got like denim overall shorts.
Love good overalls. That actually reminds me, I
Yeah.
need to pull mine out. I haven't worn them in a bit.
I really like the S and as like a toddler mom or like a
Oh,
like
the
it's
best.
great. I was like I took my
I don't
son
have a
to
short pair. I need a
Oh,
short
you
pair.
need. They're so great. I got the Levi's ones. You should get them. They're
Yeah.
so like I was running around at like a fair with him where I had to like sit in the grass.
Mhm.
Like I was just in my overalls. Like I
Right.
could handle anything.
Okay, but can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I feel like I look 5 sometimes because
Yes.
I look very young in general.
Yeah.
Well, not to like toot my own horn, but I can look very young.
Yes.
And so then sometimes when I dress even younger, I'm like, do I look like I'm 5?
Sure.
Who's going to take me seriously?
I definitely felt a little young in them, but
But whatever.
whatever. Like, yeah, I definitely get it. When I first started, I got like a pair of black overalls last winter. And like in my video, I literally am like, my goal is to wear these overalls without looking like a giant baby. Like
Yeah.
that is my goal. And I think it's all like our head. Like anytime I see a girl in overalls, I'm like, you're
It's
so cute.
cute.
Yeah.
I know. It's
But
like the
like
boxer shorts.
100%. Everything we put on ourselves
Yeah.
is like a disaster. But
Well, I love the boxer short trend.
Yeah.
And I just filmed a video because I got these one pair in like 5 different colors because I love them.
mhm.
And I filmed it and I put all these looks together. And as I'm about to start editing it, I'm like, do they look good or do I look like I'm going to bed? I can't tell,
Yeah.
but I still like it.
I can't do the boxer short. And I think it's not because I don't like it. I think it's super cute. I love like PJs for the
Mhm.
daytime. I just can't not feel. I think it's because I've actually been wearing
To bed.
them, like the exact pair that's like so cool right now. I've had for years wearing to bed. I'm like, do I wear these out?
Fair. That's so fair.
But I also think, and you could probably really relate to this. Sometimes when I get dressed, I like will go out in my little like suburban New York town and be like, do you guys know this is fashion? Or do you think I'm literally in my pajamas? Like, do you
Okay.
get it?
So we had this conversation about boxer shorts. We were at the beach last weekend and I was wearing this new pair I got and I had on this like big oversized navy sweatshirt. They were navy and white checkered boxer shorts.
Cute.
I thought I looked so
Yeah,
cute.
you sound really cute.
My white and blue New Balance, like
Wow.
loved the outfit. And my little sister was like, I love those. I need to try them on. She tries them on. She walks into the other room to her boyfriend and is like, Ty, do you like these? And he's like, I mean, you would wear those in New York City? And he's like, you would walk around the city in those? And that's where we were having this conversation where fashion does, or outfits, I'm not saying everything does, but some have a specific place. Like I felt great in those at the beach. The best vibe.
Yeah.
And I, yes, would wear them in the city going to a coffee shop, but I have thought about it. If I show up to my child's school,
Yeah.
and trust me, I've done drop off in pajamas,
Yeah.
in like the Skims ribbed pajama pants.
Mhm.
I've just thrown a big teddy jacket over it and I've been in my pajamas and done school drop off. I have no shame in that.
Yeah.
But how obvious is that? Do people think I'm still in my pajamas where I actually think I'm in a cute outfit? And I get what you're saying about being like a suburban town outside of the city,
It's so different.
but it's confusing.
I saw this TikTok like yesterday, and it was like this like cute girl in flip flops, and she's like, "Do people know I'm wearing flip flops in like a Carolyn Bessette like fashion way, or do they think I'm wearing flip flops?" And like, I live in flip flops. My black Javianas.
Do you have the new square ones or the old round ones?
I have both.
Okay, I have the square ones in my Amazon cart.
Do you? I like them. They're very narrow. Do you have narrow feet?
I think.
They're very narrow. I got them for a partnership recently.
Okay.
Like I've worn my rounded ones for years.
Yeah.
And I love them. Like they're my most worn shoe. And I like every time I post them, I get comments like, "Are we wearing flip flops?"
Wait, I was just gonna say I have not worn flip flops in God knows how long.
Really?
No.
Oh, get the black Javianas. The ones that
I mean, I used to live in them.
They're amazing. I really like. I'll wear them with the prettiest, daintiest dress, and I'll put like it's kind of like a sneaker in my mind.
Yeah. Okay.
It
fair.
like makes it like a little cool, little casual.
How do you feel about mesh? Oh, well, you have them on. Never mind.
But the ballet flats.
Yeah.
I don't do them.
Okay.
Sometimes I find that I'll say that, and then like a year I'll try it and be like, "Wait, these are so cool."
Wait.
But I
need to tell a story after this.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't like the mesh ballet flats. These don't count, do they?
Well, it's mesh.
It is, but it's not like enclosing my toes.
Okay, so see how I'm seated right now? Like
Yeah.
this is why I can't wear nice things because this is how I like sit and talk and do my job. Okay, my girlfriend, shout out Danielle if you listen to this, she has been one of my best friends since college. And in college, she used to make tuna fish salad with a can of tuna. And we lived together for 2 of the 4 years. And I would be like, that's the most foul thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. That smells awful. Are you going to feed a cat? You're disgusting.
Yeah.
And my husband says I do this where if I have a strong opinion, I get very judgmental, like how I feel about raw onions on a salad or a burger. Like, that's disgusting to me. No. And he's like, you're kind of in the minority. Like, I think you need to chill with the judgment. However, a year later or 5 years later, whatever, because it was when I had my account, I started making tuna fish. And she calls me and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding? You're eating tuna fish after the shit that you put me through?"
Yeah.
And we just experienced this with ballet flats. I made fun of her for years out of college, being like,
same
ballet
one.
flats are done.
Uh-oh.
Stop wearing flats.
Uh-huh.
Like, stop it, Tanny.
Yeah.
And we were at a bridal shower this weekend and I was in mesh ballet flats. And she just looks at me and she's like, "You're kidding me, right?
That's right.
You're going to come see me in flats?" So I get what you're saying where like we have these opinions and the next year we change our mind.
Yeah.
I still feel very strongly about like only a specific flat will look good on me.
Yeah.
But I
love flats.
will say I just got this pair of like, I actually didn't know they were mesh when I ordered them. I thought they were nude. Well, they were gifted to me. But when I picked them out, I kind of thought they were nude. But they're like a nude mesh. And I really love them.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, look at me. I'm going to go buy them later.
And I have a really other pretty pair. They're both Stuart Weitzman of these like, it's not mesh, but it's almost like, it's not lacquer. Not lacquer. That's not the
like
word.
the basket, like the
Yeah,
weaving?
basket weave.
Did you wear like the slippers from our teens, like with the sparkly flowers on them?
I
You
know
know what
what
I'm
you're
talking
talking about, and I don't think I ever did.
Oh, I was like obsessed with them.
But I want like a pair of jelly sandals. Remember the
You do?
shoes that we?
yeah, but
like
those, like are gross.
but I kind of want them because I think
You
they're
would look cute.
so cute.
Yeah, you would
Like
look
I
cute.
think it would look really cute
I think you
with
could pull it off for
with
sure.
a denim dress or denim
Yeah.
overalls.
Yeah, very cute. I mean, you would feel like it.
I mean, I got to get
Maybe.
butterfly clips.
That's so funny. No, I don't know. I love
Okay.
a ballet flat. I have
Okay.
so many. I actually have a pair in my bag today because I was like not sure what the vibe I was feeling.
Love.
And I actually love white ballet flats.
Interesting.
And I
Okay.
did another video on this one recently, and I feel like I need to share this because I want it to
Tell it to the masses.
Yeah. So when we're talking about like our style and like wanting to elevate ourselves, and like a big thing, I think a lot of us millennial girlies do, we wear white sneakers.
Yeah.
Like it's an easy thing. Like you're wearing a cute dress, like, oh, of course I'm gonna wear white sneakers. Like, what else is there?
Duh.
I think like a really easy, fun way to elevate that outfit is by actually swapping the white sneaker for a white flat. or
What
loafer.
white flat do you have? Because I was just with shout out Stephanie Gottlieb. I'm like the jeweler. I'm
Yeah.
fixing.
Yeah.
I'm setting one of my grandmother's rings,
Mhm.
so I'll wear it more often. She had on the most beautiful white Chanel ballet flat with the strap,
Mhm.
and I looked at her and I was like, I need those shoes.
Yeah, they're
because
so
it elevated
beautiful.
everything.
Mine are just like Everlane's, like with the little bow. They're
Okay,
super cute.
I'm gonna look because that's exactly what I do throw on a white sneaker all the
Yes,
time, and
me
I
too.
do think that would. I mean, hell, I could wear it with this outfit.
100%.
Like I do think that would elevate it a little bit
Yes.
more.
Well, I think it's like my style transition right now is I do feel like I'm wanting to like sometimes I feel like I dress young, but like for a lot of the time I'm trying to like really elevate.
Same. I'm
dressing
trying to
more
look a little
mature and,
older.
like, yeah.
I want people to take me a little bit more seriously.
Yeah. And like when I'm wearing like a cute little floral dress,
Mhm.
which I still love and always will wear a cute little floral dress. 2 years ago, I would have worn it with like my high top Converses.
Yep.
But like this like elevated mature
Okay.
Maxey, she's gonna wear it with like white,
Go
right?
girl.
White flats.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to have people understand that I am the mother of my children. I'm not their babysitter.
Yes, totally.
'Cause
don't
I
know how people
feel
are,
like a-
thinking that about me.
In my head, I
But
think it
in
though.
my hand, they're like, "You're a teen mom."
In my head, I'm like, hey guys, no, I promise, I am the mother.
I'm the mom.
I'm actually 32. I'm not 15. I know. Someone did ask me if I was on college break the other day.
Really?
So
Yeah, I mean, you can.
I was
yeah,
volunteering and I had my hair in a French braid and they were like 7 years old. And I
Sure.
get it. Like we get a lot of volunteers at the food bank I volunteer at right now because
Uh-huh.
it's like summertime.
Yeah.
So I get what she was saying, but I was honored and I wanted her to just live in my back pocket. Sorry, but what trends can you not get behind right now?
So, I think like the mesh ballet,
Okay.
flat, like specifically the mesh,
Got it.
and I don't like dislike it. I look at someone and like I understand like it's a fun trend. I just like don't see myself doing
Fair.
it. But I feel like there's just so many. Like there's so many
Mhm.
little micro trends.
I'm not for the capris.
Oh, like I didn't even think about that. Like,
Yeah, I
that
can't
wasn't
do
even in
it.
my head.
I
That's
really
gonna be in
can't.
and out in 2 seconds.
I feel like we lived through that and we learned,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
we don't need that.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not the right also I just feel like people are I don't know. The whole trend cycle specifically with TikTok like really drives me so crazy.
Yes.
Like the denim maxi skirts
Mm-hmm.
and like just there's so many things that were like people are like, "Oh, like I need it now." You'll wear it that season and you'll never wear it again. Like It'll be
Yeah.
cool in like for 4 months.
What I dislike more about the TikTok trend is the like, you can't wear this anymore. Like, don't tell me what I cannot
I
wear.
know. But like, who's really making those videos? Like, why are we really listening to you?
I don't listen, but
Yeah.
there are people that are like, I saw a video that was like, biker shorts and an oversized t-shirt is out. The new trend is boxer shorts and a tank top. And I was like, no, I'm going to wear what I want to wear.
Screaming capitalism. Like, it's not screaming actual fashion or style. It's literally just like, bye, bye,
I'm
bye,
like,
bye, bye.
yes, I like that, but I'm
Yeah.
still going to wear my biker shorts.
Sure.
The one thing that I am behind of like being quote unquote out, and I totally support people wearing it if they still want to wear it, but I just don't like the feeling, is skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I hate having anything tight onto my calves, like below my knee.
Yeah.
It's this weird thing ever since
Really?
COVID. Like you will rarely see me in a full legging.
Really? I love leggings.
Either biker shorts or a sweatpant.
Mm.
Like I will go to a workout class in biker shorts with sweatpants over it
Mm-hmm.
and then take off the sweatpants like halfway through the class if I'm hot because I hate having something tight on my legs.
But like not on your thighs.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Weird.
Below the knee.
Weird.
I don't know why.
I don't wear skinny jeans. I am fine with people wearing skinny jeans, but like my big thing, I like to teach people how to wear skinny jeans.
Okay.
Like there are ways you can style a skinny jean where you will look modern, you will look like elevated, and it's easy. Like there
Yeah.
are ways. Like don't throw things away if you love them just because some weird
Right.
Gen Z girl is telling you they're out. Like you should wear what you love, but let's make it more modern.
Right. Okay, well, this was so much fun.
Oh my God, we're done?
I know.
I'm
It was
sad.
really fast. Same. Come back next week.
Yeah, okay.
For people who want more of you,
Mhm.
where can they support you?
Probably Instagram is the best way.
Okay.
Maxey Greene, MaxeyGreene. And I'm on TikTok. I'm like slowly building over there.
Yeah, it's fun
But
until
really-
you hit the male side.
Yeah. Oh,
It's fun
yeah.
until you get on the wrong side.
I know. That's why TikTok is scary. Like
It
Instagram's so
is.
safe. I love my girls.
I feel safe on Instagram, except lately, not lately, but with the switch to Reels, like
Yeah.
sometimes it can be the same as TikTok where it ends on these people's like explore pages that aren't a part of your community that like
Yeah.
are so anti what you are.
Yeah, but I feel like TikTok,
But
like they push me on people who
agree.
hate me.
Nope.
They're like, oh, like
literally.
literally, I hate you. Put me on her page.
Yes,
like
because that is what's happening
and
to
then their
one of my
comment is, "Why am I
trailers
here?"
right now.
I'm like, I don't know.
I'm like, well, you're commenting, so I'm gonna keep showing up.
Yeah,
Just
like,
block
go
me.
away, go
Go away. Like, do yourself a favor. Then you'll never see me again, and we'll both be happy. Okay, that will all be linked in the show notes. And thank you.
This was so fun.
So fun.
Yeah, this was great.